What are your funniest working fanfiction titles? I'm imagining most of us don't have a perfect title ready to go for our fix as soon as we start writing, but we have to call the file or document something until then. What do you consider to be the funniest working title for one of your fics? Personally, I have Gay People in 1967 from last year, and I'm currently working on ship name, but I'm frothing at the mouth like a rabid dog. What are your silliest fanfiction document titles? I think a lot of us have silly document titles for stories that don't have an official title yet. What are some of your favorites? Mine is probably 90% Exposition, which was for a one-shot. Credit to Reddit users Graysterguy and Hamsterberry for starting these threads on the fanfiction subreddit. And let's go read some answers. I see your Gay People 1967 and raise you my Gay Trauma 1968, which could easily be a sequel. I also have one just titled Frog. Though, to be fair, there are frogs in there, so I wasn't wrong. My current one is called Wordy McWordface. My longfic is called Gay Angstfest, which very accurately covers the content, to be honest. Ice water, yum yum. No, I will not elaborate. Or insert hosier lyric here. Wait, can't forget concentrated autism. My docs always have names like afafafafafa. Then I complain that I never find the files I'm looking for. My sister in Christ, you have PTSD. I'm pretty sure my current one is called Religious Trauma and Furries. I have a doc titled That Crazy Plot I Thought About in the Bathroom, but Forgot, and it's still empty, waiting for me to somehow remember it. I used to give my fic documents the most boring fake names I could think of, and then actually put something really uninteresting at the top so the people I often lent my laptop to wouldn't find them in my browser history. Okay, I realize this is super paranoid, but I kind of kept that habit even though I don't really let people use my laptop anymore. Anyway, the working titles of my current works in progress on Google Docs are Plagiarism Declaration 722, Worksheet, Present Simple / Progressive, and Application Letter ULC Sportwelt. I have a doc called When the Sun Hits Outtakes. That's for all the lines that didn't make it into my final draft but can still be recycled in other fics. My other doc is When the Sun Hits Bad Takes, which is only funny to me because that is where I put my cringiest sentences to look at whenever I want to hurt my own feelings. My long fic I'm currently working on is just titled Me and My Problems. Most of my titles are summaries of the premise in the least amount of words possible, so I have stuff like Vaguely Unsettling. True. Fun frog fact. Not fun at all. And Midnight, ugh. Accurate. All of them just summarize the plot. For example, School AU Work in Progress or Reunion One Shot. Except two. One is titled Burn That Clown Costume. The other, Everything is Fine. Not. I have one called Make Fred Happy, where Fred, not the actual name, is an AO3 user whose street I think it is right up, judging by their comments on my other fic. I think some of my favorites are as follow. Please rewrite this! Software assignment, so I could work on it in class. And finally, sobbing. I have a work in progress called the Franken Piano Fic. It used to be the Piano Fic, but then I rearranged pretty much everything and excised the piano plotline, so the name had to be updated accordingly. My current ones are There's Something Deeply Wrong with Me. You're not posting this, it's a freaking first draft. Another work in progress because I have no self-control. And Goro Akechi's a Cold. The folder I keep my fanfics in is trash garbage. The himbo next door stole my heterosexuality. I still haven't come up with a for real title for this work in progress, but it's been shortened to Himbro for the time being. I think my favorite is, Fellas, is it gay to have sex with God? IEX31, the 31st chapter of my Star Wars Imperial Elite fic. The name looks like an experimental weapon. I usually use keywords as doc titles, so right now in my Google Docs I have things like cat, vodka, French, kidnapping, what the heck, etc. Usually I have really boring descriptive names, but upon looking at my Scrivener docs, there's one where the descriptive name is also pretty silly. That stripper clown thing. It would have to be the title of my most recent work in progress. Why are you surprised that objects have legs in this world? Acopolis. I forgot how to spell apocalypse. Ship name fanfiction, speedrun any percent glitchless. Currently have one in my drafts called Robots Get a Beach Episode. As of late, my silliest one is, dude, why are you doing this to yourself? Stop! For a long time, the most drafts of the most recent chapter in my longfic were titled, This chapter is just pain. 88888. Because sometimes I get in such a rush to start laying down an idea, I just spam numbers into the title line, and hope I remember the combo later. Oh yes, I have such things as zombie story, daddy issues, Hanak, a drunk misspelling of Hanahaki, I have no regrets, and where the heck was Chris? My version of a Hallmark movie, for one of my romances. Final title-wise, I think my most amusing is it really gold digging if he hands you the pickaxe? I would rather eat a slug than ship you too. Why? There's also the eternal, story-independent whelp that many story ideas of mine have been branded with at some point in time throughout the years. I used to just title all my in-progress chapters Working until I totally spaced and published one a few months ago and forgot to change it. That chapter is still called Working and will probably stay that way forever. It's fine. We're fine. I at least try a bit harder now. I published a really miserable one last week which involved inflicting an unwarranted amount of cruelty upon the long-suffering main character. For the numerous weeks it took to write that one, it was just called, I'm so sorry, mate. To pick a few choice offerings from the temp titles when I send things off to my beta, being cute doesn't make you not a bitch. In Soviet Russia, death choose you. A real girl is made of violence, booze, and nice clothes. Your Honor, they are just friends. And finally, being an adult sucks. While writing my longfic, I had the actual titles of chapters and other less serious titles that I used to remember what happened in each one. There was one chapter that was simply named the Oh Shit chapter, and the actual title ended up being Have Mercy on This Life. That feeling when you write super self-indulgent murder kink. Coffee shop AU disguised as an occult store. Usually it's just that one about insert plot point here, but I would like to note the case of, and the world's worst magical girl award goes to, Story with the Wizard, and Ords. My first fic doc was titled, Trying to Embarrass Myself. A planned smut I scrapped is simply titled, Sin. Why are you doing the aphrodisiac thing again? I did this to one couple, and I'm planning to repeat the sin on another couple. This is Cursed is the best I've got. A delayed orgasm is eventually good. Shigeru Miyamoto. This is a fic about insects. Oh, story time. I'm coming back from vacation and had patchy internet connection, so I was writing offline. My laptop decided to start throwing errors about the hard drive not being connected, and I got so spooked that I uploaded the story I'm working on to Google Docs. It took 20 minutes. Anyways, this is how one of my files is literally called Fuck you, Samuel. Samuel being my laptop, who I usually call Sammy instead. Since he's scaring me, I resorted to calling him by his full name. I must have at least 6 to 7 untitled documents in my Google Docs, which seems pretty stupid when I think about it. Big thank you to my Patreon members, my Little Ruse, Kuski55, Logan, Fallen Vexen, Sam, Donka42, I Am a Noodle, John Huang, and Fantastic Wreck. Thank you so much for your extra support on Patreon. It means the world to me. I'm so grateful to have you here, and I hope you guys are doing amazing because you are amazing. The same goes to my YouTube channel members, my Mini Ruse, AD, Taylor Thompson, Logan, Foxstar Killer, and D-Bella. Thank you for your extra support. I'm so glad to have you be a part of my channel. I hope you guys are doing well, because you guys are cool as cucumbers. And thank you to everyone else who watched. Please let me know, what are some of your funniest fanfiction draft titles? I definitely have a bad problem with naming things just one short noun that is vaguely related to the plot. I had one fanfiction draft that was just titled Red because 2 characters in it had red hair. I named one Taxes, and then the next draft was just Couch. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you for watching. Let me know your answers to this question. I would love to read through them in the future. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day.